All right, guys, next up is Chili Palmer. Chili in this episode is going to be talking about the sitting position with his son, Mike Palmer.
This is Chili Palmer with Viking Tactics here at Core Shooting Solution in Baker, Florida. Here with my son, Michael Palmer, who's on leave from the military right now. Here to show you the sitting position using the Christian Arms VTAC 15 rifle and the Lucid optic. We're using the 4x16 scope from Lucid. What we wanted to do is talk about a little bit of the sitting position itself, kind of the do's and don'ts of how to actually manage the recoil, how to maintain a good stable position, and what not to do. We'll first start off with what to do. As you can see here, Michael has the backpack resting underneath of his arm, as well as kind of resting a little bit of the rifle on it. With that, he's got his sling wrapped around his neck and around his left arm, pulling tension on the sling, which also brings the rifle in closer to him, helping him manage the recoil. We have extended bipod legs, and we have some straps from the drag bag hooked to his belt, and then he can actually put tension on the bipod legs so he can actually front load the bipod legs. So he has pressure going forward on the rifle to manage the recoil. Big thing to be with sitting position is to make sure that you actually are in a comfortable position. You're going to be shooting at distances greater than 200 meters with this position. Some of what we did in the military in engagements overseas was using the sitting position out of the helicopters to engage the threat. What we're going to have is Michael shoot a good 3-round group at the steel target down range, and we're going to use the bullseye target manager to actually see where his hits were. All right, Michael, let's do a 3-round group. All right, so Michael's group was a little bit off to the left, a little high, but it was actually a pretty good group for the distance that we're shooting. All right, this time, Michael, I want you to kind of push the bag out and keep your elbows off of your legs and do a 3-round group. All right, so let's talk about that real quick. Had a good 3-round group, but yet he only hit 2 rounds with that on target. You can see, how was that position without your elbows on your knees?
It's a little more of a strain.
But what kind of compensates for that is the fact that he has a tight sling, and then he also has pressure on the bipod legs and front loading the bipod legs. All right, this time I want you to kind of loosen your sling and do a quick 3-round group for me. Again, he had the 3-round shot, but yet he only hit the target twice. How is that without the sling tight?
It's definitely a lot more wobbly, and it's hard to control the rifle.
All right, so the big things we go back to is having a good stable position, utilizing your backpack or whatever kit you have with you, tightening up the sling, and front loading the bipod legs. This is Chili Palmer from Viking Tactics. Stay in the fight.
Hi guys, I'm Nate Stokes with Advantage Group. We're going to talk today about carrying a spare mag with your concealed carry setup. The purpose of the spare mag isn't necessarily to give you more bullets in the gunfight. It's to give you the ability to reload the gun should you have to do a malfunction clearance. It's really important that if you have to punch the magazine out of the gun because you have a malfunction, a double feed, a bad prime, or any of the number of malfunctions that you can experience in the middle of a gunfight, that instead of having to fish around on the ground for that spare magazine, that you can go to your waist, go to your pocket, and produce a clean one. There's a number of ways to carry a spare magazine. The most common way is probably in your pocket bullets forward, stuff down your pocket. There's also a number of excellent pouches available for carrying a spare magazine. I'm wearing a high threat concealment Kydex inside the waistband pouch. Again, my bullets are always forward in the pouch. And crossbreed holsters also make several great options. Thanks guys, I'm Nate Stokes and that's your concealed carry tip of the day.